Hi everyone, today's video is going to be all about the new Huda Beauty Naughty Nude palette, its color story, the new eyeshadow formulas, how they swatch and how they perform on the eyes. I'm going to show you as well some comparison swatches, tell you my opinion about this product and show you how I achieved this look. If you already saw one of my videos, thank you for returning, and if you are new to my channel, my name is Marisa, welcome. In here we talk about everything beauty and lifestyle for everyone, but I have a special interest and focus on over 50 issues. So if you think that this content might interest you, please consider subscribing and following me on Instagram. Let's talk about the palette. It comes in this plastic type cover, similar to the one from last year in the Mercury Retrograde palette, and they are also similar inside with 18 eyeshadows. The new Naughty Nude has a net weight of 16.8 grams or 0.59 ounces. It's produced in Italy and it has the suggested shelf life of 2 years after open. I really like the format of these palettes and the way they are built and how they feel very sturdy, but I would rather prefer if the cover was in cardboard instead of plastic. There's entirely too much plastic in our planet already. We certainly don't need more. You probably have already heard from other reviews that the Naughty Nude is a more intense night version of the new nude palette that was released 2 years ago. I don't have that one, but looking at the pictures I have to agree. Although the new nude is clearly a color story in pinks, while this one has a color story based on plums and wine shades as well as different tones of brown. And that is certainly one of the reasons why I picked it up, because this color story definitely appeals to me much more than the one on the new nude, which is very much a pastel one, which really are shades that do not look the best in me. If this palette had some forest greens in it, I would totally say that is a fall palette. And even so, it does give me fall vibes, definitely, because of the plum shades. What I do think is that this palette is much more versatile than the new nude, because we can definitely use on a day-to-day basis and to work the neutral shades that it has, and we can definitely use the metallics, the goldens, and the deep plums, mulberries, and the deep browns for a more intense glam look for the night, party, whatever you wish. Besides the color story, the other reason why I picked up this palette was because I really like the quality and performance of this one. Both the mattes and the metallics, marbled or not, perform extremely well. They are very pigmented and we can build on them and also blend them very easily. The palette has 5 different eyeshadow formulas. 8 eyeshadows are matte, 5 are metallics, and then we have the 3 new ones. 3 eyeshadows are marbled metallics, 1 is a marble matte, and 1 is a gloss. I'm going to swatch them all for you, row by row, from top to bottom, and then I will tell you what I think about. As I'm sure you could see on the swatches, the gloss has a very sparse pigmentation, just a barely there hint of orange and a little bit of shimmer. Here on the pen we have like a almost like a gloss for the lips, a thick one, almost like Vaseline, but without that oily feeling. And dispersed on the gloss there are spheres which are covered in the shimmer and on the pigment. So when we press with our fingers in it, it smashes the spheres and the pigment and the shimmer is released. It's funny for me, but I will never use it. This type of gloss always creases and the pigment settles in wrinkles on the eyelids, and with my 50-year-old lids, this does not look good. We can also use it, of course, on the cheeks for almost like an highlighter effect, but on my skin tone I don't like to see it. So for a younger girl with the right shade of skin, this will probably be a fun product, but personally I don't think I'm going to wear it. The marble metallics are very interesting. I like them. I suppose they will look slightly different from palette to palette, and they are a mixture of different eyeshadows with also different levels of shimmer. I particularly like this golden one. It's not extremely foiled, which makes it very appropriate to apply on the inside corner. And I also like this blue one, which is a very interesting shade. Instead of being the usual blue on top of brown, is blue on top of pink. And I'm sure that we will be able to achieve very interesting looks with this one. It's also the only pop of color that stands out in the palette. And this marble matte is just a mixture, a marble mixture of two matte eyeshadows, and when we swatch it, we will get an in-between shade of brown. In terms of the marble matte, I don't think it makes a difference the type of brush that we use. In terms of the marble metallics, personally I like to apply them with my fingers, but of course with a wet brush or a natural hair brush will also work very well, and ensure that we pick up adequate amounts of each eyeshadow inside the pen. I think they are very pretty and very fun. The mattes are absolutely amazing. They are one of my favorite formulas of mattes. And the metallics are out of this world. Some of the metallics in this palette are amongst the most foiled that I have ever touched. Like for instance this gold or this red here. Like, look at this. They feel like creams and not like powder. So in terms of quality and performance, I think this palette is really very, very, very good, just like the one from last year. In terms of comparisons with other palettes, I don't have any of the other Obsession smaller ones. So I'm going to show you some comparisons with the eyeshadows here on the Mercury Retrograde for you to take a look. So all in all, if you want to buy or offer a palette with golds, plums and wine shades as well as neutral browns, I think you will do very well with this Naughty one. In my opinion, it has a beautiful color story and impeccable quality. I'm going to show you now how I achieve this look. I'm going to start by applying a light dust of this light pink shade called Filthy. Up to my brow. I'm going to use a smaller buffing brush to apply this medium toned brown on the crease. I'm going to use an even smaller one and place a little bit of this burgundy wine shade, really only at the outside corner here. And a little bit on the bottom eyelash as well. And I'm going to buff the border with the previous medium shade brown. And a little bit of the same brown I'm going to buff on the bottom eyelash. With a small pencil brush, I'm going to apply a little bit of this gold shade called Flower Power on the inside corner. I like this golden shade very much. And now I'm going to use this pink called Irresistible. It's really irresistible, like this on the middle, a little bit more of Untamed. And on the inside corner I have to use a little bit of this beaming gold. And I'm going to pat it over the pink to mix the two shades. So this is the final look. I have the Victoria Beckham Kajal liner in cocoa on the top eyelashes and bronze on the bottom. The mascara is the push-up lashes from Charlotte Tilbury, and on the lips I have the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte lipstick in the shade Muse. And on my cheeks I have this cheek shades from Chantecaille called Joy, and it's the Horse. What do you think? Do you like to see me in plum shades? Am I ready for fall? Leave below in the comments your opinion about it. And this is it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel and following me on Instagram. Thank you very much for the time that you have spent with me today. Until next time, bye!